Hey guys, so this is eBay and I have ordered a trunk release solenoid from a Camry. I got it for $19.97 plus $22 shipping, so that's around $42. And it's been paid, it's been shipped, and I'm waiting for the delivery. See you then. So without wasting much time, let's go with the unpacking of this stuff. Okay. It's a Universal brand and shaved door kit something. Wow, that's huge. This thing really is huge. Other things that you will get is this some wire. This is a long green wire, I think, which runs to the. You have is, of course, your push button. It's like you have one more cable. This, of course, will be the ground. The things you have in here is this plate. Other things you have here are the screws and some zip ties in there. Hey guys, so today we're gonna see how to install a trunk solenoid so that you can open the trunk with your car's remote. Okay, now this is an aftermarket central locking mechanism installed on this 2007 Toyota Camry, and it did not have this feature. It's only having this and this lock and unlock feature. It's not having this feature because it's not having a trunk solenoid, that's why. So even if I press this thing, I'm pressing it right now, the trunk doesn't open. You can see the trunk doesn't open. So I'm going to show you how to install a remote trunk release so that you can open the trunk with your remote. Alright, so yeah. Also the thing is that you can install this thing on any Toyota car, because it's almost the same procedure for all Toyota cars. They have almost the same kind of trunk. Alright, and just gonna open the door, and this is my I hope you can see it, aftermarket kit for the central locking mechanism. And you can see down here, I hope it will focus quickly, and you can see down here, hey, come on, focus. Yeah, at the bottom, the last one is pink, is trunk release output of 10 amperes. So this is that pink. Initially it was cut only up to this much because it was not required. So now I have just trimmed it and attached an extra small wire, which I'm gonna wire it to the solenoid. Okay, so we're gonna see how to do that. Okay, so I have already started the installation last night. So I'm just gonna pop out the trunk. I'm gonna show you what I have done until now. Alright, so here it is. I have already installed the solenoid. Install in the sense I have already placed the solenoid. This is the sweet spot I found, okay, from where your wire will run into the latch. Okay, to do this, first of all you need to remove this big cover. You see this cover, it's on the back side over here, so you have to remove it. There will be this kind of locks, yeah, there'll be this kind of locks like this and like this kind of stuff. You got to pull it out. There'll be many locks, you can see all around here, here and here. So you got to remove these locks first, and then you got to pull this thing out. Alright, so next step is to place the solenoid over here. Now if you find another space for the solenoid, you can do that. I'll place it over here, you can place it somewhere here. This was really difficult. I tried placing over here, but it was really difficult to make the connections. So this was much simpler one. I'll show you it. Now this okay, this wire, you know, I have tried knots to it, one over another, so that I can reduce the length, because cutting it is really difficult. I mean, you can cut it and do the thing, then you are most welcome to do that. Now it goes inside the latch. I'll just show you what I've done inside the latch. To open the latch, just put your finger on the back side and pull it down. Okay, just put your finger back side. Oh, hold a second. There it is. And that's how you open the latch. And on the other side I'll show you how I made the connections. You can see it clear, it comes and gets connected in this. Okay, you connect in this, and there you can see there are a few openings over here from where you can run it outside. So so when you pull this thing gets pulled up and the latch opens. So that's the working mechanism. Alright, so put it over here like this and close it. So that's with the connections. Now next step is to do the electrical wiring. There are two wires. This wire as I got, which runs from the solenoid up here, it will run from inside here to the central locking box that we saw, the module. Okay, and there is one more wire, black wire, which is the ground, and which will you have to connect somewhere to the sheet metal somewhere. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to do that. Okay, so these are those two wires, this one, green one, and the black one right over here. Okay, so these are the two connections you got to make on the back side over here. 1, 2. So I'm gonna do that and show you later. Okay, so I have made the connections. You can see black, which is the ground, which I'll be just attaching somewhere here like this to the sheet metal. Actually, is a good space for grounding. And this is another green wire which will go front into the box. Now you can see I have secured the solenoid to the sheet or to the trunk by using this duct tape. Now you can use this. There is no actual bolting done. You can see inside. It's just hanging around there, and it is quite tight. Okay, you cannot move it. So be sure to use duct tape because it is really strong and it's really sticky, so it will hold your solenoid in good space. If you can bolt it, that's the best option. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull it up. So that's where the wire will run, go down here, here, and ultimately go in there somewhere. I'll show you from where you have to route it. Okay. Alright, so grounding is done. You can see over here I've grounded it on the sheet metal with the help of the screw, so it's pretty tight. And the next step is to run the green wire, which I showed you earlier. Okay, so for that you need to pull this. And you see the hole on that left side. That's all the wires running in from there. And so you got to put your green wire in there so that you can access it from the rear seat. Okay, so I'm gonna put this thing over in here or on the green wire. I'm gonna pull it from that side, and then I'm gonna continue with the video. Alright, so I have put the wire in. You can see the green wire inside over here. Okay, so I'm gonna go and pull this wire from inside. You can see from here. I'll show you. This is really hard. I hope you can see that opening. You see that opening? That's the opening from where this wire have pulled. You got to put your hand and you got to pull it. Alright, so then just pull the complete wire inside. Okay, you got to pull this whole thing until it lines up over here properly. Okay, and then you can put this thing inside like this. Put it and just secure it nicely over here. Alright, so that's it. Okay, so the cover and all is secured properly. Okay, so you have run your green wire from your solenoid inside the car. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the next step. So that is, the whole green wire is inside. So now you got to run it from behind this thing like this. Just put it inside and pull it down and put this, you go on tugging it inside. Then you got to remove this covers from here, and on the front side, I'll show you. You got to remove this cover, and also you got to remove a cover over here, which I have already removed. Okay, to see how to do this stuff, I'll remove the cover and this. See the cruise control video I have shown over there. I'm not gonna show you again. For this, you just gotta pull it out. For that, there's a small nut down there. You remove it and then you pull it out. Okay, so I'm gonna do this and see you after some time. Okay, so we have removed those covers from here and that cover from there, and we have routed our wire from back side. We just pushed it inside, it went on the back side, then coming down here, and over here you can see that it is the green wire, and going right over here from inside of this plastic from here and right into the front over there, over here. And the next stuff is it'll come here and it'll get attached to that, and that's it. That's how simple it is. So we're gonna see that and we're gonna check if this thing works fine. Hope it works fine. Okay, so I'm gonna make that connection. I'm gonna put everything up inside, and then we're gonna check if this thing works. Alright guys, so the final connections have been made. This is the wire which came from the solenoid, and I've just chopped off the end connector because I don't need that of this green wire. I chopped it off and then I directly connected it to the pink wire as I showed to you earlier. There it is, pink trunk, as I showed to you earlier. The pink trunk release output, so it goes directly to my trunk solenoid. Alright, so that's how we make the connections. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put everything back up inside, and I'm gonna close everything up, and then we're gonna see what the next thing is. Okay guys, so the thing is that all the installation is completed. You just gotta put all these hanging wires inside by zip ties, and you can see I've attached this and I have put this back in place. So, and even on the back side this thing has been put back into the place. So all the installation is completed, and there is the box and there is the solenoid. So we are ready to go and test it. So now we're gonna test it. So I'm just gonna close all the stuff. Okay, so now the final moment is to test it if whatever we did is working fine or not. Okay, so there is my fob. I'm gonna press this. I'm gonna see if this thing opens. Alright. Oh, there's a lot of planes flying today. I don't know why. Okay, so I'm gonna press this. I'm gonna see if this thing opens. If it opens, that's it. So 1, 2, and 3. There it is. And that's excellent, right? It's a success. So it worked. It worked. I'm gonna show you how this thing works. And this is really loud, man. See? That's how it works. So one more time. So like you come out of the mall and you want to put something in your trunk, just press this, and there it is. And that's a successful install. Go guys, try it out. It's same for almost all the Toyota cars, and I'm pretty sure it's same for all the other cars as well, because this is aftermarket, this is aftermarket, so there is nothing to be utilized from the system of the car except for the 12 volts. Yeah, so that's it. Go guys, try it out, and do like and subscribe. Bye, take care. Of course I'm gonna put this thing back over here, and I need to cut a portion equivalent to this in the sheet over here somewhere. Okay, so I'll do that later. I don't need to show you that. Okay, so that's how you install a trunk release solenoid on a 2007 Toyota Camry. So go ahead and try it out. Bye and take care. Do like and subscribe. Okay guys, just a small update. Oh, it's really dirty, isn't it? Yeah, so what I was saying is I've already attached this back cover, and as I told you earlier, that you need to cut something over here to accommodate for your this thing, for your solenoid. But the thing is, like, you don't need to do it. You can just directly, you know, I have still kept this thing hanging, so you can directly attach it, and the flexibility of this cover will automatically compensate for your solenoid like this. So you don't need to cut anything. That's good. But I'm not sure if our wire will interfere with this and it'll stop working. So what I'll do is I'll just put this cover back, and I'm gonna test it one more time. Yeah, so that's it. Alright guys, so the installation is done. I have attached all this retainer clips, or whatever you want to call this thing as. I've attached, and I was not required to cut anything over here to accommodate for the solenoid. So you can see it just looks great. No sign of solenoid at all. You can see no sign of solenoid at all. The solenoid right now is white over here. No sign. Otherwise normally you find people saying that, oh, the solenoid is big, it's really visible, but the solenoid right now is just over here at this bump. It's not visible at all. It's going into the molding itself. So as I said, we'll just test it one more time if the wire is interfering with this sheet. So let's do it. Okay, so 1, 2 and 3. There it is. It's working fine. Actually the Camry trunk only opens this much with the help of the trunk release. It doesn't go all the way up as you seen earlier. The sheet, this thing was not attached when we tested it earlier. That's why it was light in weight and it was going all the way down. But the Camry trunk only opens that much, so it's like original, you know. So that is one more time. 1, 2 and 3. There it is. Isn't that great? So go guys, do it and enjoy it. Bye, take care.